There are two parallel universes for your superannuation. In one, you're given a map with a single pre-drawn route. Your investments, your fees, your future, it's all decided for you. In the other, you're handed a blank map and a compass. You have the freedom to draw your own route, choose your own investments, and build your own future. Neither is right or wrong, but they are fundamentally different. Today, we're going to explore those differences so you can understand which universe you're in when it comes to your superannuation, and if it's the one you want to stay in. Welcome to SMSF Insider, where we help busy professionals to gain financial independence using an SMSF. Hi, I'm Troy, founder of Blue Chip SMSF Services, and over the last 20 years, I've helped thousands of Aussies manage the complexities of self-managed super funds. And in this podcast, I'll answer your questions, break down the myths, so you can take charge of your financial freedom. Let's get into it. All right, first let's talk about the industry fund model, the preset path. When you're in an industry fund, you don't actually own any specific asset. You own units in a giant trust. That trust might own thousands of assets, but you have no direct control over any of them. In an SMSF, you are the trustee. You have direct control. You decide exactly which assets to buy and sell. You're not buying units in a trust. You are the trust. The fund directly owns the assets. If you want to buy shares in a specific tech company, you can. If you want to buy a commercial property and lease it to your business, you can. If you want to invest in gold, you can. Now, this is the biggest difference, the investment universe. Industry funds offer a limited menu, a handful of options that are designed for the masses. An SMSF offers a personalised menu you get to choose from. You can invest in direct residential and commercial property. You can buy a specific property that you choose, specific shares and ETFs, not just a growth basket, but the exact companies you believe in. Unlisted assets, things like private businesses or pre-IPO shares. Physical commodities like gold and silver bullion, yes, the stable ones that just tanked not too long ago. Cryptocurrencies too, just like Bitcoin, which has become pretty popular lately, even though its value is taking a deep dive at an Olympic level, I shall add. Yeah, you can invest into Bitcoin too if that's part of your strategy. Let's say you're a business owner and you want to buy the commercial property that your business operates out of. You want your super fund to own it and your business to pay rent to your super fund. That's a legitimate, tax-effective strategy. You can do that with an SMSF. You can't do that with an industry fund. Or let's say you believe that a specific suburb is about to boom, assuming that you still believe in property, and you want to buy a residential property there. With an SMSF, you can. With an industry fund, you're stuck with whatever property exposure they've decided to give you. In an industry fund, you get a statement every 3 or 6 months. You have no idea what's happening in real time. In an SMSF, you have a live dashboard. You can log in anytime and see exactly what you own, what it's worth, and how it's performing. Let's say the market drops 10% in a single week. With an industry fund, you won't know how that affected your super until you get your next statement in 3 months. With an SMSF, you can see it happening in real time. You can make a decision. You can rebalance. You can buy more. You can sell. You have the power to act. Now, let's talk about cost. Industry funds charge a percentage-based fee. SMSFs typically have a fixed fee structure. You pay a flat fee for the administration regardless of your balance. For smaller balances, an industry fund is usually cheaper. But as your super grows, there is a point where the percentage fee of an industry fund becomes far more expensive than the fixed fee of an SMSF. For most people, that tipping point is around $250,000 to $300,000.
Just quickly, guys, if you're a busy professional, fed up with traditional super funds and overwhelmed by the setup of your SMSF, we can help. Book in a call with my team using the link in the show notes, and let's build your future on your terms. Now, back to the episode.
Let me put this in perspective. If you have $500,000 in super and you're paying 1% in fees to an industry fund, that's $5,000 a year. If you have $1 million, that's $10,000 a year, every year for decades. An SMSF with a fixed fee might cost you $3,000 to $4,000 a year, regardless of whether you have $300,000 or $3 million. The math changes dramatically as your balance grows. Here's another key difference that people don't often think about. Who makes the decisions? In an industry fund, the fund manager makes all the investment decisions. You're stuck with their strategy. In an SMSF, you make all the investment decisions. You decide what to buy, what to sell, and when. You have complete autonomy. Now, that autonomy comes with responsibility. You can't blame the fund manager if things go wrong. You are the fund manager. You have to be engaged. You have to make the decisions. With great freedom comes great responsibility. An SMSF is not for everyone. It's for people who are willing to put in the time and effort to take control of their own retirement. You need to keep records. You need to get an annual audit. You need to comply with superannuation law. You need to make investment decisions. So, what's the right choice? The preset path or the blank map? There is no right answer. It depends entirely on you. If you want a simple, hands-off approach where you don't have to think about it, the industry fund model could be a perfectly valid choice. If you want more control, more flexibility, and you're willing to take on the responsibility that comes with it, then the SMSF model might be a better fit. If you're exploring the idea of an SMSF and want to understand what's involved in drawing your own map, our team at Blue Chip can help. We can walk you through the setup and administration process so you can make an informed decision. You can find more information on our website. Thanks for listening. Drop your questions below, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of SMSF Insider. If you got value from this, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the strategies we share to help you take control of your financial future. Find us on socials at Blue Chip SMSF or book a call with our team to see if we can help you.